It's been moments since Manchester City faced off against Real Madrid. The game has just finished for me, and honestly, I'm honestly really glad that we got my 1-0 prediction, my 1-1 prediction. I mean, I think that result really flatters us. Real Madrid dominated majority of the game. They created a lot of chances, similar to the actual first leg last season in the semifinals of the Champions League. We created a lot of chances. We didn't put them away, and we left the game with a 1-0 result at the Etihad. Well, currently, we have a 1-1 result at the Bernabeu, and the second leg will be at the Etihad. Previously, you'll probably hear me mention our home record in the Champions League, where we have I think 25 games unbeaten in the Champions League, and I think that record spans back to 2019. So I find that result today as a massive result, and we can definitely get this job done in the second leg. I think we were asleep for large periods of the game. I think maybe between 30 minutes and whenever Kevin De Bruyne scored, I think we were just absolutely flat during that time. I think Real Madrid just kept going up in the ascendancy, and they looked like the only team willing to score for the rest of the game until that point. Kevin De Bruyne, what magnificent goal! I apologize to all my neighbors because me know that they loud. Like that was absolutely massive, massive, massive goal. But who else than I mean, aside from Haaland, who else you expect to come up with a magnificent, important goal just when we need it, like Kevin De Bruyne? He is that guy. Let's just be real. I think everybody know Kevin De Bruyne is that guy. So good layoff from Gundogan. I think Kevin De Bruyne had the perfect opportunity to run up on it, and the power that he hit that with, Courtois had no chance, no chance at all. That was absolutely amazing, a moment of brilliance, and that is exactly what we need in the Champions League to win this. Similar to last season, I don't think Real Madrid in the first leg at Etihad was really great. They had moments and they took their moments, and that's what you need in the Champions League, and that is what Real Madrid is a majority of the time. They're a team that takes their moments. They did it all the way through the previous Champions League campaign, all the way to the title. Even in the final against Liverpool, Liverpool peppered them for the whole game, and Courtois make save after save after save after save. And the one real, like, genuine moment them have to steal a winner, Vinicius Junior scored the winner. So you take your moments in the Champions League, and I think that is exactly what we did today. I think our best players were Ruben Diaz, John Stones, Rodri, and Ederson. Those are the players I think are the ones that definitely need some recognition today. I mean, aside from Kevin De Bruyne with his magnificently important goal, Ederson, this man made two absolutely crucial saves. That second one against Chouameni, where he blasted it from the edge of the box. You could say that it was fairly in the middle of the goal, but that is a save that Ederson needs to make. And I'm sure even a lot of Manchester City fans, some of the more pessimistic ones, would see that shot and think, oh, Ederson is not saving this because this is very powerful. But Ederson was there. He had a strong wrist. He didn't have that David De Gea wrist that the ball just goes in the back of the net anyway. This is a really powerful shot, and he pushes it out for a corner, I think. So that was brilliant goalkeeping from Ederson. And the first one, I think that was a header from Karim Benzema. No, I think there was a shout for offside there. I don't think the flag officially got up though. So if that went in, the best we could hope for is like a review and hope that we get something. And with the refereeing that I saw today, we could not really expect to get something out of that on our benefit from the ref. So I think it was absolutely imperative that Ederson makes that save. It's very, very close to him, and it was actually kind of low. But again, he gets a wrist to it and gets the ball out. I think that is absolutely crucial, and nobody can look at Ederson today and say that he does not deserve his props, because he gets slated for his goaltending ability, and he gets praised as if the only proper attribute he has to him is kicking the ball. But today he showed excellent distribution as well as excellent shot tending, because that goal that went in was not Ederson's fault, not in my opinion. So I think that was a really good performance from Ederson. I hope to see a similar performance at home at the Etihad next week. So I'm definitely looking forward to you keeping your Hot Vena farm because you're definitely getting your flowers. You're definitely getting the ratings from me. So big up yourself, Ederson. Again, Ruben Diaz. I think this man is absolutely brilliant. He had 2 or 3 really important blocks in that game and clearances as well. I remember close to the end of the game again. I think it was Valverde who has the ball on the right side, and he just goes past Akanji. I think I think he got megged if I'm not mistaken. He already put the ball around him, but he got around him, binned him, and he put a ball. He was trying to put a ball into the box, but Ruben Diaz so swiftly across got the ball out. I think if he wasn't there or he was late by a minute, Real Madrid would have definitely made something out of that opportunity. I'm certain. So brilliant performance again from Diaz. I think he was a solid leader at the back, and I don't think he made many mistakes. I don't think a lot of what went wrong in this game was from Ruben Diaz. So I think he had a really good performance. Personally, I want to also big up Kyle Walker. Today, Kyle Walker had a very difficult task of marking Vinicius Jr. And I also said in my preview that Vinicius Jr. would be the avenue that Real Madrid create most of their chances through. At least that's what I got from watching them previously in the competition. And I watched some El Clasico matches that they played this season. I watched their quarterfinals against Chelsea, both of them. And I think I also watched their round of 16 game, and I watched their Copa del Rey final against Osasuna over the weekend. And Vinicius Jr. has been like the main creator in their team in most, if not all, of these games. So Kyle Walker coming in to stop him, who I think is even better than how good he was last season, which is again a really high bar. I think Kyle Walker handled him very well. I don't remember Vinicius passing Kyle Walker at once in the game. So I think he was really good on the defensive side today. I saw him trying to chip in the offensive side, but it just wasn't coming off. So I want to praise him for his defensive ability. He definitely displayed a lot of that. Stones, I think Stones was good in moments in the game, but I do think those moments were important moments defensively. I don't think he really had any much effect in the midfield. I think he was one of the slower ones with the ball at his feet, similar to Bernardo Silva, who I think had a poor game. So I don't want to go over the top with praising Stones today, but I think he did have important moments, and that I think needs some ratings. So I'm willing to give him his praises for that. But he's one that I want to see his performances increase in that second leg still. Like the purpose of this formation is to have domination in the midfield, and I don't think we really had a lot of that today. I think Real Madrid took a lot of control of the game. I think they had a majority of the possession. No, lie. There was a large period of time where after we scored, we had slowed down the game. We didn't look like scoring anymore, but we kept a lot of the possession. But I think in the first half, they would have had more possession, and starting into the second half, they would have also had more possession because they were creating a lot of chances around that time. So I hope to see improvement from Stones in that regard. And Rodri again, he's just so good. I think the first half he had our biggest goal scoring chance where Courtois made the save. So like that was a good catalyst to get the team into attacking more. So I was glad to see Rodri facilitating the offensive side of the game in that way. I think defensively he had a lot of control in that midfield. I think the most out of all our midfielders in the game. So any like sort of fight we were putting up in the midfield, I think Rodri was the main cause for that. So yeah, Rodri is a really important part of the system. I want to get him off as soon as possible against Everton, so he can be fresh or as fresh as possible against Real Madrid on Wednesday again. But and obviously Kevin De Bruyne, I cannot stress the beauty of that goal anymore. Like I'll be watching that goal for the rest of the night. Honestly, I was so frustrated watching the game, and the moment he shot that ball, like literally felt all the frustration just rise. And yo, it was very calming, honestly, I have to say. So big up Kevin De Bruyne, you kept us in this tie. Honestly, I would have taken a 1-0 going back to the Etihad, confidently thinking we can still go to the final. But a 1-1 draw at the Bernabeu, I think Real Madrid will feel hard done by that. I think they clearly showed that they wanted a bigger lead coming back to the Etihad. I don't think they enjoyed playing at the Etihad last season either, even though they took some opportunities and scored 3 goals. But I think they felt really hard done by the fact that we got an equalizer and they were unable to take another lead. But Kevin De Bruyne, I think earlier in the game he wasn't really in the game. I think he was trying to keep this higher up position where Bernardo would drift into the midfield closer to Stones, but he'd be closer up to Haaland. We tried to get the ball up to him, and it's basically a 1-2 with Haaland. He has somebody close to him who he can play the ball off, and one of them can create for the other so we can get a goal. That, I think, is what we tried to do in the Arsenal game, but Real Madrid were not playing like Arsenal this game. So this tactic, in my opinion, was not what we needed to do. I think Kevin De Bruyne needed to drop back deeper and even help out Bernardo Silva in that area, or be in Bernardo Silva's position next to Stones where he can be the one connecting the play in the midfield. I don't think Bernardo did that really well today. And I don't want to go in too hard on the players who I don't think had a great game, but just to mention Bernardo, Grealish, Gundogan, I don't think they had particularly good games, and I want to just leave it at that. But also Haaland, he was a ghost because nobody could get him in the game, and personally I don't think he dropped deep enough to get involved into the game in other ways. So it was just, I don't put that fully on him because, to be real, we know what Haaland provides, and we are a team that should be creating for him. So I'm not putting that too much on him, but I think he should have tried to be an extra help in midfield because we were clearly losing the midfield battle. Even if he wouldn't have been there in that scoring position, I would even say like make Gundogan stay up higher than him so that he can, or next to Gundogan so that he can, both of them can help in that midfield area, or even go down to Gundogan and help him because he was one of them who was struggling. But overall, I don't want to go back too negative into this game. I was pretty negative while watching it, but I think that this result should really give us City fans some life. So I'm really looking forward to the second leg now. I'm hoping that Pep has a plan set up or cooking for that second leg. I don't like how we didn't make any subs, by the way, just to mention, but we got the 1-1 result that I wanted. I predicted 1-1, so I'll take it. So good game from everybody. Not really, you know what I mean. Good overall performance from the team, and this is a massive result that we just have to capitalize on next week. Like, personally, if possible, I want a clean sheet. I don't think it will happen, but we definitely need to score more than 1 goal. I 100% need us to score. If we win the second leg 1-0, I'm not going to be like absolutely buzzing for that, because that will worry me in terms of us goal scoring in the final, and that was our issue in the last final we were in. We didn't look like scoring a goal. So I need to see more creativity up front and more clinical finishing for the chances that we do get. Like, just like the KDB shot, we got a sniff of a chance and we took it. That's what we need to do in the second leg, and score at least 2 goals. And if we can't do that, at least get a clean sheet. That's what I want. But yeah, this has been the instant match reaction. I will do a further comprehensive breakdown on Friday. Yeah, on Friday. So stay tuned for that. You don't know where to find me. Like up the stream. Drop a subscribe, you understand? Until next time. Whew, shit. Tout à fait,